Guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh wait, I think it's recording. Let me make sure. Is it? Yeah, it's recording. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tabekia. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But today you guys are going to be tuning in and hearing my sister's powerful testimony. Yeah, so let's get this thing started. Okay.
Did you get them down?
Show me which ones. That's one right there. Bullet wound right there. Boom. And what's going on with the scar on your stomach?
This well, one of the bullets went through right there, and this the one that ripped my stomach open. They had to cut me right there, emergency surgery.
So how many bullet wounds you got in all?
5. Well,
5.
actually more than that, cause on my leg is where I got hit, but we didn't. Right there. If you want to count up all the bullets with me being grazed, he really shot me 8 times. But none but 5. Yep.
All right, so word on the street is you got shot 8 times, 5 punctured, made some noise, 6 really you said, and then the other 6, 7, 8 other 2 grazed you.
7, 8.
Yeah, so give us the spiel. We want to know the story. Who shot you? You don't gotta say the name.
I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I don't want to say his name, so I'm gonna give him a name.
Okay.
I don't know what name.
Bob.
I don't want to say Bob. It's gonna make it seem a little cool. Like I know Bob wouldn't shoot her. I know Bob ain't do all that. Yeah. You gotta give her a name with some meaning to it. Don't call her Yaz.
Ooh. Okay.
Just sleepness.
Yeah, that's real sleep.
So, my daughter's father. Was the love of my life at one point.
You said your daughter's father?
Mhm.
Okay, speak up for me so they can hear you.
My daughter's father, the love of my life, so I thought. Everybody knew who we were. Like it wasn't no secret. Everybody knew that we fought. Yeah, if we wasn't fighting, something wasn't right. So we were young and living together, and well, wasn't that young because I was with Coco then, and I had already get the child thing and live with a boyfriend type situation. So yeah. But as you know, our story, we all had to grow up a little bit, faster due to, our mothers. I love my mother, disclaimer there. We both love our mothers because we wouldn't be here on this earth if it wasn't for them. But, yeah, the what they say, the seed don't fall too far from the tree. That's true if you don't have no guidance. You're gonna repeat them cycles, generational curses. It's gotten easier to talk about it over the years. I know I've had a lot of people to tell me, you shouldn't talk about it, you should let it go, but no, that's not the way to do it, because all it's going to do is it's going to make you a mean and evil person, because you're going to hold that pain in. So if anybody make you mad, that rage that's in you is only going to go towards the person that is not intended for it. So you gotta, and a way of healing is to talk about it and get it out. But testify it being your testimony, that's like the truest reason of why we go through the situations that we go through, is to be a voice for God, so that I can prevent other girls, white, black, Korean, whatever, not to make the mistakes and the choices that I did. Because a lot of times we make life harder on ourselves by not obeying, thinking we know it all. But nah, we don't. Okay, so we always fought. I had situations to where my head was shaved off. I've been stabbed in the head multiple times before. I've been stripped buck naked, thrown out on the highway. I've been burned in private places with cigars and Black and Miles, and and I've been raped before, sodomized, and you can't be raped and sodomized by your partner. No is no, regarding it could be your husband. You say no is no. Okay, so that day, I can remember my aunt calling me out the blue, and she was like, "Hey, B, let's come over. I want to see you and Jalea." She had moved from Mississippi, and she called my sister, so my sister was coming and all that, and that day I didn't want to drive for some reason. I was like, okay, just come and get it. So I grabbed the bag, and I got Jalea. She was an arm baby at the time, and we left. I think he was okay. That night, me and him, we lived together. That night before it even happened, we was in the bed, me, him, and the baby. I put her in the other room. We made love and all that, and then it was normal. So my aunt called, and she was like, "I'm on the way to get you." And she was like, "Your sister will be pulling up too." So I'm on home city truck. So okay, disclaimer, y'all. I know I'm probably gonna be all over the place. I'm really not a good storyteller, and I'm nervous because I always get nervous when telling this.
Okay, so on the actual day of the shooting, can you give us like a brief or however detailed long story, just actually how it all went down, how it all unfolded? I know that in the beginning you said that everything was normal. It wasn't like y'all were into it. Things were good. Y'all made love the night before. Next day you just got up, was gonna go chill with some family, and then so forth.
Okay, I'm gonna just do like a quick rundown, like because it's so much to it. It's longer than a clip. Then I to help other girls, I would like to do a live recording, a live Q&A, so people can come through and we can talk with them.
With that being said, can you tell them how to get in touch with you as far as just your Instagram right now? I know you're getting ready to build your YouTube channel to start doing a series. Maybe you could do a life story, because it is such a long story. You could do maybe even going as far as writing a book, everything into that. But just to get them just following you and keeping up with your story, can you tell them your Instagram name?
I think it's Brandis, BRANDIS _ Monta, MONTA. And then Facebook, Brandis, BRANDIS, Horton, HORTON. I'm gonna build a YouTube, and I'm gonna fix everything, because this is something I just want to do.
It's definitely powerful. And you guys, you can follow her. I'll have her YouTube on my Instagram and all that other stuff, so y'all just be looking for her. But okay, we ready, girl.
Okay, so
speak up for me. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna just make this brief, and then I'll really really talk about it with a Q&A. But to break it down in a short version, he was always abusive with me. We fought all the time, and it got worse. It got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But I've been a safe place. I've had broken noses, broken jaws, broken fingers. I had shaved ball before, thrown out on the highway butt naked. I've been through the ringer. But to make a long story short, my aunt had moved from Mississippi up here, and I'm always the one that's never around. I always hide from family because I got so used to having black eyes and all that, to where I couldn't be around nobody, And so, and then I remember running one time, and this is a whole nother story, that one time I ran to my brother's house, and he kicked in the door, stabbed my brother 3 times. So that's a whole nother story. And just when we was driving down the highway one day, and he kidnapped me and beat me in the head with the phone and beat me, and blood was, and just so happened we passed by my sister, and we was on a high-speed chase, and he kicked me out the car in Sheffield in the industrial park part, and so it's just been a lot. Okay, so long story short, that my auntie called me today, and she's like, "Hey B, bring the baby. Let's just all go out to eat and let's just sit around. She's like, Cammy's on the way. And so I got in the car with her. And me and her was driving to her apartment because we was going to meet my sister there on Nassau in Muscle Shoals. Okay? So we was coming down the highway and we seen him coming through. And he pulled up beside the car and I let the window down. He was hollering, pull over, pull over, pull over. And my aunt was like, just meet me at my apartment. And we was only like 3-4 minutes away from her apartment, okay? We got to her apartment, he pulled up. My sister pulled up too. She had a white, I can't think of the name of the car. Okay, so
ain't no rush. Take your time.
my sister, everybody know my sister. She always carried pistols. Always. Everybody know about Cammy. She will carry pistols. So he was always kind of like real easy going around her. Cause he know. Like he ain't never do no crazy mess with her around because I ran to her house, you know, running from him one time, and he knocked on the door, and she came to the door with a pistol, and he's like, okay, y'all, bye-bye. Okay, so with my brother, he kicked in the door, stabbed my brother 3 times. Then when I ran to my aunt's house, he kicked in the door, hey, how you doing? Punched me in the face, and my uncle heard me screaming, and they ran up there, and they held him down, and I was trying to kick him in the head, but they wouldn't let me. Okay, so he wasn't afraid of nobody but like my sister. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Hell, she crazy. So he was like, where my baby? He's like, where are you taking my baby? I was like, I'm gonna run in here and change her real quick and we'll be right back out. And my auntie, when I talked to her about it, she was like, B, I don't know what it was. And she was like, I think you knew something was gonna happen to you because you were so calm that day. And she said, I told her, I kept telling her, I love you, I love y'all, and to take care of my baby. And the crazy part about it is, I don't even remember saying that. But she said that she said it's like I had no life in my body. And I was just like, I love y'all, and please take care of my baby. Okay, so I took her in the house and I changed her. And my niece, Naja Brielle, she loves me and I love her. That's my baby. I love her to death. She came up to me while I was changing her and she wrapped around me. And she was like, Titi, I love you so much. And she just kept saying, don't go with him, Titi. He mean. Don't go with him. And I just like, it's okay, baby. Like, it's okay. I ain't going. Titi coming. Like, TT's coming, because he had got me to the point to where I couldn't be around family. I couldn't, because I'm going to get beat up when I got home. I had to do everything that he told me to do. So I was coming back out the house with my daughter, and he was like, let me see her. Then I put her through the window, and
everything was cool at this point, right?
Yeah.
Everything was cordial. You explained to me earlier, just to give them a brief description, that he was not always just cruel to you. There was a lot of love, a lot of passionate love, and companionship in the relationship. That was another reason why, you stayed despite the bad. You held on to the good. Okay,
because
so
he had a switch. When he loved me, he loved me so good. Taking in mind, I'm already a damaged person, searching for love. So when he loved me so good, and then he had a way of manipulating me to make me feel like if he whooped me, it's because I did it, and I believed it. Okay, so I got beat up one night real bad because I was like 15 minutes, 30 minutes late coming from work, and he had me thinking that it was my fault, to the point to where I was like, if I would have never stopped by that store, this wouldn't have happened. Why did I stop by the store? Dang, I'm stupid. So I started. See, people don't know he didn't just start beating me up. He broke me mentally first.
Come on.
So I tell a lot of people, I would rather be beat up than for a person to have a grip on my mind. Because when they got your mind, they got your body.
Yes.
Like, so he found me. He found a girl that didn't have her mother love, her father's love, that was from house to house, and he found that broken little girl, and he was able to manipulate her and by force hurt her and made her feel that nobody loved her. Because how can somebody love you and you done been through all this? That ain't love. Your own mama didn't even love you. Ain't nobody gonna love you but me. After that, you believe it. Damn, he telling the truth. Nobody really don't love me. Damn, he loved me. He may beat me up sometimes, but he loved me. Shoot. Okay, this is what it's supposed to be. Okay, shit. Okay, this is it. My dad used to beat my mama up. My uncle used to beat my auntie up. This is
what it's supposed to be. This is love. This is love.
This is normal. This is what I seen in my family. This is what I seen. So this is normal.
So you went in.
So I walked up to the car, and he always had a gun on him. So I seen a gun in like the floorboard of the car, like beside the seat. He was in a Regal, old school Regal. So it was like right there, and it was laying like on the floorboard part. So I seen it. I ain't think nothing of it because that's how we roll, you know. So he was like, I handed him the baby, and he was like, she's staying with me. And I was like, why? I was like, why she gotta stay with you? Like, I want her to be around the family and stuff. Like, she'd never be around. She don't know them. And he was like, well, my mama wanna see her. I'm like, your mama keeps her while I work. Like, so then he was like, you trying to leave me? I said, no, what are you talking about? He was like, you know I love you. I said, yeah, I know you love me. He said, if you leave me be, I promise I'll kill you. And I done heard him say that a million times. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that heard their man say, I'll kill your ass, you leave me. So you got to know I ain't thinking in my head that, hey, this man finna kill me today. No. So I was just like reassuring him, look, I love you. I love you. Like, you can take the baby. I love you. I'm doing what I normally do. Because my sister like, come on, B. But I know him, so I'm hyper stressed. So I'm knowing I gotta keep him calm, you know, because at any moment he may get your ass in the motherfucking car, and then I'm gonna get beat to sleep when I get home. So I'm trying to appease him. Baby, I love you. Everything's okay. I'm gonna bring you some food back. I promise. I ain't doing nothing. I'll be back in 20-30 minutes. I promise. I'm, you know, doing my normal talking down. So he just was like, all right, you can go. And he was like, I'm just letting you know, B, if you try to leave me, I'm gonna kill you, man. And I was like, okay. So I was walking away from the car, and every time like he would leave with her, I would always turn around and go wiki woo just to make her laugh. So I turned around and I said wiki woo, and when I turned around, I just seen the glare of the sun off of the chrome of the gun, and I just turned back around and braced myself because I knew then I'm finna be shot. So the first bullet ripped through my chest. It exploded the bottom half of my lung, shot me with hollow points, and pieces of it came out my breast on this side and on this side. So blood was just squirting out of the hole. So taking in mind, my sister had put her bag that she kept her gun in the house and locked the door. And when I asked her about it then, she was like, I don't know. She was like, the Lord just told me to put that gun in the house because all the kids was around. And so by this time she heard the shot, she running out the car to the door to try to, you know, put the key in there. But I'm thinking I gotta run the opposite way because I don't want him to shoot none. All the kids were out there. Like, all the kids were out there. Everybody was running and ducking. Taking in mind we were in a cul-de-sac. And it's a dude from Muscle Shoals named Ken Trail. I can't think of his nickname for nothing. But he was out there. And he was running up and down the street screaming and hollering. And it was a Misty Rick's mama from Leeton. She was selling fish plates. And they had a basketball goal out there. Like, it was a lot of people out there. And Mita West, she lived right next door. Because I remember her coming out. And it's a white dude came out, and we don't know where he is and who he is to this day. Well, anyway, okay, so the first bullet, it hit me. My mind was to run to try to get away. So I'm thinking I'm running fast, but in actuality I'm not, because I'm suffocating. My blood is, my lung is ruptured at the bottom, and my chest is full with blood. I'm suffocating. So I tried to run. That's when he shot me in the butt, and it broke my hip immediately. So it broke my hip. The force of the gun hit me so hard that it twisted my leg around. So I fell. He kept shooting. He was shooting at my head, I know. It's almost like time slowed down. So my instinct, my survival instincts kick in, was to try to get your head behind a car. So my sister's car was there, and I drug my body up to her car and put my head behind it. Well, you can see, I don't know if my sister's car or another neighbor's car, I ain't for sure. But you can see like around the car where he was shooting at my head, the bullet holes, and all on the wall where he was shooting. So, everybody was running. I couldn't make no noise because my chest was filled up with blood. Blood was coming out of my mouth and my nose at that point. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't make a noise. So, but I knew through, working at the hospital and stuff, to calm myself down. Because if I keep breathing hard, I'm going to make the blood go out faster. So I was trying to calm myself down. Okay, so at that point, I'm gonna go into details on a later video. I'm just giving like a quick run through of it. He didn't get out the car. He pulled the car up. He got in the car. He backed the car up, and he pulled up where I was laying. And he kept on shooting, and shot me 3 more times in the stomach. And he kept shooting, and he had the gun pointed directly at my head, and he clicked it, and it locked. The gun jammed, and all you could see was smoke coming from it. And I don't know how I did it, but I was able to yell his name. And when I yelled his name, I could see the whites of his eyes come back. And when the whites of his eyes came back too, it's like he snapped out of it, and he was like, he looked around, and he's like, oh shit, and he jumped in the car, and he mashed it out. And all I can remember seeing is somehow my baby had got up and turned and was in the back of the window, and I could see her going down the street in the car. And at that point, they seen him leave, and everybody, my sister ran up to me, and she thought I was dead because my eyes were rolled back in my head, and I'm bloody up. She thought I was dead. So I could hear her screaming out to God and running around and just losing it. And I can remember hearing my niece, my auntie, all of them. Well, this white man came up out of nowhere, and he stuck his finger in my chest in the hole to stop it bleeding. And before he did it, he was like, "It's gonna hurt. I'm sorry, but I gotta stop the bleeding." So he took some dirt from the ground, and he packed it right here in that hole that's up under my breast, and he packed some dirt in this one, and he stuck his fingers in my chest, and he took my hand, and he was like, "Baby, you got to put it in there to stop the bleeding, so the bleeding down." So he took my fingers and he put it in there, and then he disappeared. And then that's when I seen, I think it was Misty Rick's mama, and she started praying over me and pleading the blood of Jesus, and she kept on waking me up. Like every time I guess they said my eyes would roll back, she would wake me up. And I can remember them putting me on the, well, before that, I can remember that's when I had my talk with God. And God was like, God gave me a choice. He was like, you want to go here or there? Well, the 2 choices he gave me was, I can't even really, it's not even a word in English, in any language to explain that, but all I can say is I was floating. I felt no pain or nothing. And that was so good. It was a wonderful feeling. But then he showed me the world, and I could feel every bullet hole. I could smell it and feel it. And the inside of your body smells horrible. And the burning meat is horrible. And I had one finger inside my chest, and then my stomach was ripped open right here, so I was holding my guts in with this hand. And he let me feel all that pain at once. Well, I kept thinking in my head to where if I go over here, then that mean that I'm gonna be dead because I don't feel no pain. If I go here, then that mean I'm gonna go back to Earth because I feel the pain. So at that moment, I didn't want to leave my kids, so I'm like, I'm going back to Earth, and that's where I went. And then when I came back to, Misty, Mama was over me, and I can remember the paramedics coming, and I can remember them saying, she's bleeding out, like they was trying to use some type of stuff to clot my blood, but it wasn't working. So I can remember just trying to, tell you in mind, this is how I was. When you try to lung, you breathe it, it's like that. So I can remember being like, water, trying to say, or water. And I went back into my mind, and I was like talking to God, and I was like, Lord, please put some water on me. I'm on fire. I'm shot. Like I'm not knowing that the bullets is what's burning me, but I'm like, I want some water. I'm thirsty. I'm hot. And you can look on the pictures, which I gotta find the pictures, y'all. But I got the pictures of me out there on the ground. I don't know how to get a win, but it rained for every bit about 5 seconds. It rained. And later on, I found out that if it wouldn't have rained for them 5 seconds, I would have bled out. Because the rain and the dirt mixed and clotted my blood. Okay, so they put me on the stretcher. They didn't know that my hip was broke, so they kept trying to stretch my leg out. So when they did finally stretch my leg out, my heel was at the front. So they knew then that it was a messed up situation, so they put my leg back up. And one of the paramedics held my leg up, and I didn't know why, but they were saying something about it was broke from the bone, and it could do something to mess up my spine. So they kept my leg up. And then I can remember going into the emergency room, just seeing the lights and seeing it was just so chaotic. I can remember one of the nurses, and it's weird because I never could find him. When I went back and did my thank yous to everybody, I never could find him again. It's like he was just floating around everybody. And he reached out and he grabbed my hand, and I was holding his hand. And I want to say that had to be God, because nobody else did that or said they remember any of that. But he held me, and he got down in my ear and he said, you're going to have to go through a lot of pain, but you're going to get through this. And then I can remember the doctor telling the nurse to hold her arms back. And he said, this is going to hurt, Miss Horton, but we got to do this for you to breathe. And I can remember seeing a knife, and I can remember them just cutting. They cut open my chest, and they shoved 2 tubes in there. And that was the worst pain ever. So after then, they got my breathing under control a little bit. They had to take me into surgery immediately because my guts was open. So I was coming around a corner, and I can remember seeing some of my family and some of the city, and I remember seeing my sister, Cammy.
It's okay.
And you know, a lot of people don't understand the relationship me and my sister got, but I love my sister like my mom, because she is my mom. But I can remember when I had my first period, my mother wasn't there. My sister was there. My sister rode her bike to the store and stole me some pads, because I thought I was dying. I'm like, oh Lord, what is this coming out of me? So, and that's why when, you know, you came around, Becky, I treated you like my baby, because, you know, that's how I thought you were supposed to do as a big sister.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people was jealous of you, and you wasn't no show pony, and I was gonna make sure you, just like you said, how everybody was saying you had that little Dixie side, I was gonna make sure you had some of that strongness in you too.
You did a good job.
So when I can remember just coming around that corner and just being in excruciating pain. And if the Lord give you that option of coming back to earth, he's not just gonna be like, oh, okay, you back, you heal, you well. No, you gotta fight. He gotta notice you want to be here still. And when I tell you, I fought, cause my body, I could feel my organs shutting down, and they would get real heavy. And I can just remember just fighting, just like, no, you ain't finna don't go no sleep. I can remember just coaching myself, like, breathe, just. And then I can remember just like come around that corner, and I seen my sister, and I seen a hurt in her face, and something in me was like, this is the last time I'ma see her. Cause it's like I was fighting, but it was taking over. Like it's like you could only fight so much. I had damn near bled out completely. I had 7 blood transfusions. Like I was damn near empty. Like they was like she should have been dead. So I just can remember coming around that corner and seeing Cammy, and she broke through some kind of way, and she was trying to grab my hand, but she grabbed my wrist, and I grabbed her shirt, and I had like some Hulk strength, and they was trying to like peel my hands off of her. They like, hey, come on, she got to go into surgery. But I don't even know how the Lord allowed me to get words out, because I'm still, blood coming, and I remember saying, don't leave me, please don't leave me, because I'm finna die, don't leave me, and she was like, no, let me go with my sister. Let me go with my sister. I don't want her to be by herself. And so, I remember, going into surgery, and then that was like the beginning of. See, a lot of people don't understand what I was going through mentally. Yeah, he jumped on me. Yeah, we fought. Yeah, he shot me. But I was still in love with him. So to lose your child father and to lose the man that you're in love with in one day, and to basically lose my health, I was destroyed mentally. Like, that ain't easy. Everybody think that I was away from him or something, and he just found me and tried to kill me. No, we were together. We made love that night. We had a house together. We were in love. So I couldn't just. People don't understand when I say that I couldn't hate him. Only person who really understands my Auntie Buki, she's like, I know what you're going to be. I know you still love him. So it's like everybody was condemning him because he shot me, but I'm still, in my mind, like, I done lost my everything. So that was hard. Then to go a year later in the courtroom, I had 5 bags on. I had 2 lung bags, a liver bag, a kidney bag, and a poop one. And I had to carry them. And that's from all the drainage of everything. Because I had one of the bullets had lodged inside of my liver and created a pocket of cyst. So this is another story, but a couple of months ago I was in the hospital and I couldn't, last year I think I was in the hospital again for 4 months and I was paralyzed from the waist down. That's a whole nother story. But it was because one of the bullets had shifted. So
do you have any bullets still in you?
oh yeah.
How many?
It's not really how many. It's okay if you look at my x-ray. It's like a lot of white dots everywhere. Cause he shot me with hollow points. So they bust inside of you. So I'm going to write a memoir. I'm going to whoever I need to talk to about it. I know who I really want to give a shout out to. Talia Shelby. I love her strength. She just don't know how many people that she healing. And the thing about it is a lot of people won't give you props. But they watching you. They watching you. Talia Shelby is one of the strongest women I know. Because she's standing her truth. I just want to, I feel like this is my healing. Like, this happened so many years ago, but I never really just got, everything happens in life for a reason. Me telling my story, I can save some people.
Yes.
This is what God, you gotta walk in the path that God wants you to, or you're gonna live a miserable life.
Yes.
So if anybody want to talk in private, holler at me. I may seem to be crazy, but that's what happens when you figure out the truth of the world. It kind of do make you a little bit crazy, because you're like, damn, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do like I should have been doing, but I had to. The thing about it is, it makes your testimony stronger when you go through it. Because, okay, if somebody talk about getting shot, do you want to listen to that girl that ain't got shot talk about getting shot, or you want to listen to that person who actually got shot? I had to go through many seasons to get where I'm at now, to be able to talk, to tell y'all the truth, to tell you about homelessness, to tell you about drug addiction, to tell you about rape, molestation, all that. And I'm still here. It's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, thank you. I love you. This is my big sister, y'all. This is my heart in the flesh. She know that. Everybody know me. Everybody know this is my heart sitting on this porch with me. So I had to make sure I got this story out. It's part of my story. It's always been my light, my shining armor. And yeah, y'all stay tuned.
Beautiful blessing.
Yes, I love you.